Have you ever wondered if the struggles in your life are not entirely your own, but part of a cycle passed down through generations? Do you sometimes feel like you're carrying the weight of your family's past, repeating patterns that seem impossible to break? If you've felt this way, you're not alone. But here's the good news. Breaking free from these invisible chains is possible. In today's video, we'll explore 9 powerful signs that you've broken the generational curse and shifted your family's karma for good. These signs are subtle, but once you recognize them, you'll know you're on a path of profound transformation, not just for yourself, but for future generations. If you're ready to discover whether you've truly stepped into a new chapter of healing and freedom, then stay with me until the end of this video. Before we begin, if you resonate with this message and are seeking more guidance on your journey, consider subscribing to our channel. We're here to provide insight and support as you walk this extraordinary path. Together, we're not just healing our past, we're rewriting the future. Let's dive in. Before we dive into the signs that signal your liberation from generational curses, it is essential to understand what these curses actually are. Generational curses are not mystical or supernatural forces, but rather patterns of behavior, trauma, and beliefs passed down through families. These can manifest in many forms: cycles of addiction, abuse, neglect, emotional unavailability, financial struggles, or toxic relationships. They are invisible chains that link us to the unresolved pains, mistakes, and burdens of those who came before us. Why do these curses persist? In many cases, generational curses continue because they are not recognized as such. Families are often unaware of how deep-rooted these patterns are. Without awareness, the cycle repeats. Trauma begets trauma, and dysfunction begets dysfunction. But once you recognize that you are not bound by these patterns, a powerful shift occurs. The moment you decide to break free is the moment you take the first step toward creating a new legacy for yourself and those who will follow after you. This journey is not about condemnation or blame. It is about healing. It is about compassion for yourself and for the generations that came before you. They too were doing the best they could with the knowledge and resources they had. Your task now is to break the chain, to free yourself and future generations from this invisible inheritance. The first and perhaps most significant sign that you are breaking free from generational curses is the awakening of self-awareness. Without self-awareness, we live following the scripts written for us long before we were born. These scripts tell us who we should be, how we should act, and even how we should suffer. But once you begin to see the script for what it is, a narrative that can be rewritten, you have taken the first step toward liberation. Self-awareness is the foundation of breaking free because it allows you to identify the patterns that no longer serve you. It might start as a quiet recognition. I don't have to live like this. I don't have to continue these cycles of pain. This awareness might come in the midst of an argument, in a moment of deep reflection, or even through the insight of a therapist or spiritual guide. Reflect on your life. Are there patterns that keep repeating, no matter how hard you try to change things? Do you see echoes of your parents or grandparents in your own behavior? Acknowledging these patterns without judgment is the beginning of change. It is an invitation to explore not only how these patterns have affected you, but also how they can be transformed. One of the most powerful steps in breaking free from generational curses is learning to establish and maintain healthy boundaries. Many of us grew up in environments where boundaries were either non-existent or constantly violated. In such families, personal space, emotional autonomy, and the right to say no were often disregarded. When you set clear boundaries, you are making a profound declaration. I value myself. I respect my own needs, desires, and emotional health. This is not just a statement to the world, but also to yourself. Boundaries are not about keeping people out, but about protecting your well-being and creating space for healthier, more nurturing relationships. Learning to set boundaries can be difficult, especially if your family history includes codependency or enmeshment. In such cases, Family members may have a hard time accepting your newfound autonomy. They may resist your boundaries, challenge them, or try to guilt you into maintaining the old, unhealthy dynamics. But remember, your responsibility is not to manage other people's reactions to your boundaries. Your responsibility is to honor and protect your own emotional health. Establishing boundaries begins with recognizing what you will and will not accept in your relationships. This requires a deep understanding of your own values, goals, and emotional needs. Once you have clarity, the next step is learning to say no when something doesn't align with those values or when it compromises your well-being. Clearly and consistently communicating your boundaries is crucial, as it helps others understand your limits and expectations. While there may be resistance, especially from those accustomed to the old dynamics, holding firm in your boundaries is essential for preserving your emotional health and fostering healthier, more respectful relationships. The maintenance of these boundaries is equally crucial. It requires vigilance, patience, and most importantly, a deep commitment to self-respect. You may falter at times, and that's okay. What matters is your willingness to stand back up and reinforce the boundaries you've set. In doing so, you break the cycle of unhealthy family patterns and create space for relationships that are based on mutual respect and care. Another significant sign that you are breaking free from generational curses is the conscious decision to disengage from family drama. Family dynamics can be complicated, and in families marked by generational trauma, drama often plays a central role. Whether it takes the form of constant conflict, manipulation, or the expectation that you play a specific role in the family, like the fixer, the caretaker, the scapegoat, drama keeps everyone trapped in a cycle of dysfunction. When you choose to step back from family drama, you are making a radical choice. I refuse to be defined by these toxic dynamics. This does not mean that you stop caring about your family. Rather, it means recognizing that you cannot control other people's actions, emotions, or decisions, and that you are not responsible for solving everyone's problems. Disengaging from drama requires courage, because it often means stepping outside of the roles you've been conditioned to play. You may be met with anger, confusion, or guilt from family members who expect you to continue fulfilling these roles. But by choosing not to engage, you are breaking the pattern of reactivity and chaos. You are choosing peace over conflict, healing over hurt. In time, your choice to disengage from drama creates an opportunity for healthier, more meaningful interactions. And perhaps most importantly, it serves as a powerful model for future generations, showing them that there is another way to live, one that is rooted in emotional freedom and peace. At the heart of breaking free from generational curses is the act of prioritizing your own self-care and mental health. Many of us come from families where self-care was seen as selfish, where emotional needs were neglected, or where survival was the only priority. But in order to truly break free, you must recognize that your well-being is not only important, it is essential. Self-care is not just about pampering yourself or indulging in momentary pleasures. It is about deeply caring for your physical, emotional, and spiritual needs. It's about creating a lifestyle that supports your overall well-being, whether through regular exercise, nourishing food, restful sleep, or time spent in reflection and prayer. Mental health is a key component of self-care. Many of us carry the emotional scars of generational trauma, whether in the form of anxiety, depression, or unresolved anger. By prioritizing your mental health, you are breaking the cycle of self-neglect and creating a new narrative of self-love and healing. Breaking free from generational patterns often involves engaging in various healing practices. This may include seeking therapy or counseling to gain insight and support through professional guidance. Practicing mindfulness or meditation can help you cultivate inner peace and emotional balance, while learning healthy coping mechanisms provides tools to manage stress and adversity. Additionally, developing emotional literacy, understanding and expressing your feelings in a constructive way, plays a crucial role in healing, as it allows you to process emotions healthily and communicate effectively with others. Together, these practices empower you to nurture personal growth and transformation. By investing in your mental and emotional health, you are not only healing yourself, but also creating a foundation for a more resilient, fulfilling life. You are equipping yourself with the tools to break free from generational patterns and step into a future of greater peace, stability, and joy. A pivotal sign that you are breaking free from generational curses is the formation and maintenance of healthy relationships. In families marked by dysfunction, relationships are often characterized by toxicity, manipulation, or emotional neglect. But as you begin to heal, you will find yourself naturally gravitating toward relationships that are built on mutual respect, trust, and support. Healthy relationships require self-awareness and self-worth. You must first recognize your own value and refuse to settle for relationships that diminish or exploit you. As you break free from the conditioning of the past, you will begin to attract people who uplift, inspire, and support you in positive ways. Maintaining healthy relationships demands both effort and commitment. It involves setting and respecting boundaries to ensure that each person's needs are acknowledged and protected. Practicing active listening and empathy is key, as it fosters understanding and connection by allowing each person to feel heard and valued. Honest, open communication is equally important, creating a foundation of trust and transparency that strengthens the relationship. Together, these elements cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections built on mutual respect and care. In healthy relationships, you will feel safe to be vulnerable, to share your struggles, and to celebrate your triumphs. These connections become a source of strength, helping you navigate the challenges of breaking free from generational patterns. And remember, healthy relationships are not limited to romantic partnerships. They include friendships, professional relationships, and chosen family, those individuals who align with your values and support your growth. By surrounding yourself with people who nurture and encourage you, you create a powerful network of love and resilience that sustains you on your journey of healing and transformation. Emotional resilience is the ability to adapt and recover from adversity, stress, and trauma. It is the inner strength that allows you to bend without breaking, to face life's challenges with courage and grace. Developing emotional resilience is a critical part of breaking free from generational curses. In families affected by generational trauma, there is often a history of unresolved pain, suppressed emotions, and unhealthy coping mechanisms. Breaking free from these patterns requires a deep commitment to emotional healing and growth. It involves learning to process and express your emotions in healthy ways, developing a positive self-image, and cultivating a sense of inner peace. Emotional resilience is not something you achieve once and for all. It is an ongoing process that evolves over time. It requires continuous effort and self-reflection, as you learn to reframe challenges as opportunities for personal growth. Resilience involves finding meaning and purpose even in difficult times, helping you navigate adversity with a sense of purpose. Additionally, it calls for practicing self-compassion, allowing yourself to make mistakes and let go of the pressure to be perfect. By embracing this process, you build inner strength and adaptability that supports you throughout life's ups and downs. As you develop emotional resilience, you will become less reactive to the ups and downs of life. You will be able to maintain a sense of perspective and balance, even in the midst of chaos. This inner strength becomes a powerful tool in breaking generational patterns, as you are able to respond to challenges with wisdom and grace rather than falling into old destructive habits. One of the most courageous signs that you are breaking free from generational curses is the willingness to seek and value professional help. Healing is a complex process, and there is no shame in reaching out for support. In fact, seeking help is a sign of strength, courage, and self-awareness. In many families affected by generational curses, there is often a stigma surrounding mental health and therapy. Seeking help may be seen as a sign of weakness or failure, but breaking free from these limiting beliefs is a crucial step in your journey of transformation. Professional help can take many forms, from individual therapy and counseling to support groups and workshops. These resources provide a safe, non-judgmental space to process your experiences, learn new coping skills, and gain insight into the patterns and beliefs that have shaped your life. Valuing professional help means making your healing a priority. It means investing time, energy, and resources into your growth and well-being. This is not a sign of failure. It is a profound act of self-love. By seeking and valuing help, you are equipping yourself with the tools you need to break free from the chains of the past and create lasting change. One of the most profound signs of your transformation is the ability to forgive and let go of the past. This does not mean forgetting or excusing the harm that has been done. Rather, it is about releasing the burden of resentment, anger, and pain that keeps you trapped in cycles of suffering. Forgiveness is a deeply personal journey that requires courage, compassion, and a willingness to face the wounds of the past. It is about recognizing that holding on to bitterness only perpetuates the cycle of hurt, and that true freedom comes from letting go. Letting go of the past involves acknowledging and processing your pain while also recognizing that your story does not end there. It is about shifting your focus from what has been to what can be, and embracing the power you have to create a new narrative. As you practice forgiveness and letting go, you create space for healing, growth, and new possibilities. You break free from the shadows of the past and step into the light of your own truth and potential. The most profound sign that you are breaking free from generational curses is your wholehearted embrace of personal growth and transformation. This involves recognizing that change starts within, and that by doing your own inner work, you create ripple effects of healing that extend far beyond yourself. Personal growth is a continuous, lifelong journey that involves constant self-improvement and reflection. It starts with cultivating self-awareness, allowing you to understand your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors on a deeper level. As you grow, you challenge limiting beliefs that may have held you back, opening yourself up to new possibilities. This journey also includes developing new skills and perspectives which broaden your understanding of yourself and the world around you. Additionally, personal growth requires being open to feedback and having the courage to step outside your comfort zone. Embracing change is a necessary part of evolving into your best self. As you embrace this path of transformation, you become a powerful catalyst for change in your family and community. Your own healing inspires others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery and liberation. You become a living example of what is possible when we break free from generational patterns and create lives of meaning, purpose, and joy. Breaking free from generational curses is a profound journey of healing, growth, and transformation. Throughout this exploration, we've uncovered the many signs that indicate your liberation, from setting healthy boundaries and disengaging from family drama, to prioritizing self-care, building resilience, and seeking support. As you continue to walk this path, remember that this journey is not about perfection but progress. Each step you take toward healing and self-discovery is a victory, a testament to your courage, resilience, and commitment to creating a new legacy of love, freedom, and joy. So as we come to the end of this video, I invite you to pause and consider your own journey. What signs of breaking free do you recognize in your life? What steps can you take today to continue your path of healing and transformation? Remember, you are not alone. There is a community of survivors and thrivers walking this path alongside you, offering support, encouragement, and love. Together, we are breaking free from the patterns of the past and creating a future where love, resilience, and hope are the legacies we pass on to future generations. If this video has resonated with you, I encourage you to share your thoughts, your story, or your own experiences in the comments below. Let us shine our light together, knowing that our healing is not just for ourselves, but for all those who come after us.